Yo, we back. Av little brother, Fonz versus JC. What really happened? I'm gonna tell you what really happened. And I'm glad I got to see the battle myself, so I can make a video and tell y'all what really happened. Cause I've been seeing all these JC 3-0, and that's not what happened. JC 3-0 with Fonz scheming and rapping like he doing, in and out of pockets. Every other word he's saying is direct to JC. You know it's JC. It's either a JC flip, it's everything that have to do with JC. It's either something with Jesus or JC or Jehovah Witness or something. And everything is fire, might I add. Everything is fire. Fonz was on one. He did real good. I'm going into this battle thinking JC done wigged out. Thinking that JC done went upstairs, done went to another level. JC was the same typical JC. And the thing that separates them to me is Fonz had direct bars. JC bars could have been used for anybody. It was more of a I'm better than you, nothing you can do with me, broken down in the bars. But when you got Fonz direct at JC, everything he's saying, you know that his stuff is tailored just for him. And everything fire. Round 2, I got round 1 broken down. I'm going to break it down to you. Fonz won that clearly. Just to show y'all. There's no way you could say JC won. Fonz won round 1, clearly. Now, 2 and 3. 3, he had some slight stumbles. But the thing is, he was so fucking fire after the stumbles. He got it back and then went upstairs. He was cooking 3rd round. 2nd round, he was cooking. 2nd round to me, JC, none of his stuff was tailored to Fonz. And I'm listening, and when you're doing a point system, everything that they say out their mouth got to go to their opponent. Otherwise, it doesn't hit as hard. I could give you more points if you got bars hitting, and it's direct, and you got haymakers. But how can I give you a haymaker if that's not even to your opponent? Now this just unbiased, just going into a battle, not going for neither one of them. The difference I seen in this battle is Fonz wrote clearly for his opponent. To me, that's saying you want it more. It's more intricate. It's more detailed. And you could say that round 2 is clearly of the battle rapper of your choice, who you like. It's more of a biased round. Nobody clearly took it. That's what I'm trying to say. Round 3, if you try to say JC because of the stumble from Fonz, that's how you got JC winning 2-1, I guess. But after the stumble, you gotta give credit that he got it back and was fire. And it wasn't a choke, it was a slight stumble. Fonz round 3 was fire, man. I'm talking about round 2 also. Now, I guess you can say the fans won. It's really no big deal. So before you get on here with your little hate comments, just know that I'm saying it could go either way. Because it is a fan sport at the end of the day. And unless you clearly win and beat your opponent clearly, then you leave room to say that the other person won. Clear as day. So I got Fonz winning, but if you say JC won, hey, that's on you. Now this round 1, I'm finna clearly break down this round 1. I didn't go into detail with round 2 and 3. But if you want, I can. Let me just show you round 1. Fonz, it's on you. Fonz, it's on you round one. Fonz, start off. You left writer's block for EFB. You sucking Geechee Gotti. You know. Next line that hit was a LeVar Ball line. Then he called him a crackhead. Had bars about being a crackhead and that your meat falling off the bone. Then he goes in a little more talking about smoking rock. Had a couple bars about smoking rock. Then he said, look at your core. Upstairs on a junkie was his next line that hit. Then he had Marvel to move the you seen the battle, you know what I'm talking about. I think I messed this one up. Then he had Jehovah Witness. Do you know JC? Fire. That was damn near a haymaker. Also, I'm gonna say that the crowd reaction is different. Fonz fight for any crowd reaction he got. Meanwhile, JC was getting crowd reaction damn near for every bar if they could. It's a difference, and you can see it in the room. After that, Fonz had a incredible MK scheme. I'm talking about it went for at least 8 bars. Saying characters from Mortal Kombat. Fire. You know how Daylight did it back in the day. He did it just like that. But different. Saying different names. It was fire. Then he said, Ace, I mean, you know you're going to get a bump. You get a bump for a battle. Talking about drugs and how you do drugs and, you know, getting a cocaine bump before a battle. Back into the same detailed material. Talking about him being a dope head. Now, he had Pontiac. He said a bar about General Motors. That hit. Then he had one about store bread. Had a bar about store bread. Then he goes into a haymaker at a pool party. I used to sell dope at a pool party. Had everybody soaking wet. Ew. And I'm talking about the setup. All these had setups that I'm telling you. These are the last line, like the last thing that hit. But all these I'm saying have a mean ass setup to it also. If you've seen the battle, you know what I'm talking about. When we do see the battle, you'll see what I'm talking about. After the soaking wet haymaker, he had Watch the Throne. He had Jay-Z, something about Jay-Z and Watch the Throne bar. Then he ended it with ladder on the attic. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 points. Now we go to JC. He started off with a joke, and I even threw this on there. JC, round 1, it's on you. He said, you look like the dude on Friday that said he wanted chili Fritos. Laughter, all in the room. Next line he hit was Av. You know, everybody say you look like Av. Something about an Av. Next he had Nailed to the Cross. Next he had was Protocol. Next was Leading Up to Mount Peak. Next was Time Crisis. Now this next setup was real long and it ended with Crocodile Hunter. And he says, JC, by this point he's saying, it's over. This round already over. That goes back to the vet moves. You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You 7 in, and you talking about this is over. Next he had Frank with the box, Moesha's dad. Now that's fire. That's fire. Next he had Jacob Womb. All these lead ups to these, they're not the same as Fonz. I'm talking about Fonz is really throwing in words in there, really setting it up. You know what I'm saying? To where when that last sentence, that last line it hit a little harder for me. Next he had Aces Wild. Then he had Homage. Then he had a fire ass bar about Power 2 and killing ghosts. Then he ended it with Coroner. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. First round, 15 to 13. Fonz. I don't know what else you can say. These right here is every line. So in the minutes of the battle, it's leading up to it. Like these lines that I put was the last sentence. So depending on how long the build up is, that can take away from your round. And that's why I do it like this. But this is JC versus Fonz with round 1 breakdown. Let me know how you like it. Leave a comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is my Southern opinion. And if I tell you a duck can pull a truck, man, hook 'em up.